2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A quick throw complete to Chark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. Back deep, Dede Westbrook. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfect.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, it's Murray. He's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Murray going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Flush to his right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it. And he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ric Flair. Check curls, check curls, check.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Let him know, let him know.
On 4th down, Goff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
It's our field. It's our
Play action. It's gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 3rd down.
Super one.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Darius Leonard, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys.
And this is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Go on. 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
You must
Green.
Check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Check 9, check 9.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Come on, fellas.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on this.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Gladney.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. As the first half is winding down. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point good by Prater. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He's going to let it go again, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air, 30 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Let's go.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Goff's throw taken in by Chark. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Combo. Watch the run.
Louis.
Mike.
Turbo set.
Record. 0-0, Mike free.
The ball.
From the gun, here's Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Detroit.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Taylor again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To throw is Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Prater for the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that's 3